Well, we're not at Skagit Speedway, but Skagit Speedway local driver Robbie Price. We're down here at Central Arizona Speedway. You've been kind of running around with High Limit. How's your season been going so far to get started?
It's definitely been up and down a little bit. You know, we've had good qualifying speed, good heat rate speed, it seems like, but you know, it's whether me or the car, or probably more than me than anything in the feature, we're just kind of a little backwards. So that's kind of what this whole swing was about, was just kind of refine some stuff, get it kind of tuned up, and hopefully be able to hit hard when Skagit opens up.
For people who don't know, kind of what has this swing been like for you? You started up in California, now you're running down through Arizona. Why did you decide to come and do it? You said to just kind of get things tuned up, ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing going on at home, and then it started off in Vegas, so it's good excuse to go to Vegas for the family and car owner and all that. They met us down there, so it was fun. But yeah, no, just kind of wasn't much going on. We don't kick off till later in the year there, so I had stuck cars sitting there ready, motors ready to go, so decided to come down and get a little tune-up going.
So you're talking, you haven't raced here before. How do you approach a new racetrack that you haven't seen before?
I tried to watch a lot of film, but it seems like they've changed it with the wall and such since the film has been here. So, I try and walk around. I walked it earlier just to see if we had anything that I could compare it to as far as where I've been and everything like that. So, but it looks different, unique. So I'm excited.
How are you feeling now about the upcoming Skagit season? A little over a month away still, but coming quick.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Obviously, when you get racing, then obviously you want to race more, and it's a lot easier to race 15 minutes from home than it is 1,500 miles from home. So I'm excited. We got a good season up there this year with Dirt Cup, and obviously the NARC Speed Week before Dirt Cup, and then when the High Limit guys come out for the end of the year there. So I'm excited. There's a lot of good shows on the roster, and obviously with the 410 purse the way it is, it makes it hard to want to go anywhere else. So pretty much a home body once Skagit gets going, and then probably branch out afterwards, and as much as I can before as well.
Well, you mentioned it, the Skagit Crown Jewels, you have to talk about Dirt Cup. High Limit, of course, coming back. Not Stage for Skagit National anymore, but High Limit coming back that, August into September. Does this help you any kind of get ready for some of that stuff?
I think it helps us in as far as gets seat time going, gets the kinks kind of worked out before the season at Skagit ramps up. With the season being relatively short there, it's kind of, you don't have much time to work on stuff and improve. So you pretty much got to shoot right out of the cannon fast right away, and I think the swings kind of helped us a lot. I have a guy out here helping me, and he's kind of, refined some stuff on my shock program and everything like that, and you get a little bit lazy racing at home all the time, the same thing over and over again, so it's good to get out and race and, try and see what all the other guys are doing. These guys out here race, 70, 80 times a year, and I don't get to do that anymore. So it's a lot of questions and, just walking around and looking at stuff, trying to learn as much as I can in the short period of time I'm out here.
Do you miss it a little bit, kind of going full time, or do you enjoy scaling
Yeah, no,
back?
for sure. I miss it. Obviously, this little swing's a little teaser, but 3 weeks or whatever it is now, it's about the perfect amount I found. So, we haven't had too much weather or anything like that, and it's been fun. We've been parking and grilling out, and we kind of got the highlight section of the road, so the grind hasn't been too bad yet, so pretty lucky there. The weather's been nice and not miserably hot, so we were talking about it. We got the little teaser section of the good parts, so not too many bad parts yet. I did have a truck trouble, blowing a steer tire and stuff like that, and it's been a little bit of a hell tour that way, but besides that, it's still all in all good trip.
Well, I want to ask you as a wrap up, what are your kind of maybe 3 goals you have for this season here in Skagit?
Skagit, just win. I mean, trying to win as much as I can. I got 1 race there last year, so just try and step it up a little bit. We were close a couple of nights, win podium, top 5, every night it's kind of the plan. So we were good towards the beginning of the year, and then faded a little bit in the summertime, and I found some stuff with the car that I feel like probably hindered us, and we changed it for the last part of the season, and we were fast the final night. So I'm excited, and I think that's just really the goal, is win as many 410 races as we can and mix in some 360 stuff there as well.
Well, hey, I appreciate your time. We'll catch up back up in Washington.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Good luck tonight.
Yep.